Originally, as you all saw, we were supposed to do a trailhead over there at Treasure Lakes Trail, which is right off of the Bishop Pass Trail. Unfortunately, the road that leads to the trailhead was closed off, which meant that we would have to walk on pavement about 5 miles to then actually start the trail. We saw that as a waste of time. So I called the Eastern Sierra Center. We switched over to an open permit. So we will be doing the Big Pine Creek. My friend George here has never done this trail. There appears to be some snow. We have no idea. We're just going to play it by ear. But this is more to show you all that sometimes things are not going to go as expected, as planned, and it's okay. Just work with what you have. Anyways, it's already 12 noon. We should be there by about 3-ish, 3:30. We better get going. Let's go. On this trip, given the nature of how everything turned out, that we had to do a little slight change of plans, I won't be really focusing on the trail because I've already posted this trail. I'll leave the link up here. But for this vlog, I'm going to focus more on answering a lot of questions that I received on Instagram. If you have not checked out my Instagram, go follow me. It's at QuestRunner. So I will be answering a lot of the questions when it comes to backpacking that I got asked throughout this entire backpacking one-night trip, like the whole cooking situation, filtering water, and one of the most important ones that I got asked is the whole bathroom situation, you know? Honestly, I'm more excited for my friend George. This is his first time. Are you ready?
Yep.
Ready to hit the trail. We made it to the halfway point. We're going to stop in a little bit, filter some water. One advice that I will give everybody that's backpacking, especially the beginners, make sure you do not forget to drink water. When I was first doing backpacking and hiking, whatever, I would forget to drink water. That's a horrible thing to do. Even if you are not thirsty, make sure that you keep on replenishing, hydrating, taking sips out of your Camelback just to prevent dehydration. The thing I highly recommend is that you do take plenty of breaks, especially if it's your first time. Right now we're going to stop right here at the Big Pine Creek Wilderness Ranger Camp. There are plenty of brands for you to choose from when it comes to water filtration systems. I, for one, use the Platypus. This is the 2-liter filtration system. I paired it up with a Hydro Pack. So what I do, I collect the water that has to be treated so I can filter 2 liters pretty fast. We're going to filter 4, and I'm going to show you how I do it. One thing you want to do is collect water from a running stream. You can do it from water that's still, but preferably, obviously, if the water is running, it's less contaminated. That's what we're going to do. There's plenty of running water, so there is a stream. Just going to collect it. We're going to filter it. After that, you're going to want to hang it somewhere at a high elevation. That's why I love this Hydro Pack. It's 2-liter. It packs really small. It's really light. All I do is just take it out. Boom. This piece attaches right there. And all the clean water will be stored. And as you wait, you can just relax or do what you got to do. Clean up, use a restroom. That's another topic that we will be covering once we're at the lakes. I'm going to let it run a little bit. Do a little backflow. This will increase the rate of filtration. Just hang it right there. This is practically my favorite way of filtering water. When I'm backpacking, I can use this even if I'm car camping. I know that they sell straws by different brands, but for me, the Platypus has always worked out and it filters well. We got some snacks. We filtered the water. Make sure to always go at your pace, one that works for you so that you have plenty of time to acclimate to the altitude, depending on the hike you're doing. Another piece of advice, if you're going to be hiking anytime during the winter time, when there's a slight possibility, even the slightest of snow or ice, carry spikes. Even if you feel that you're not going to need them, carry them. We made sure to bring ours as well. Right now it's pretty manageable, but it does get slippery. We will put our shoe spikes on. Yeah, this part's a little sketchy because the trail is under snow, so you can't really tell where the drop-off is. Hey George, so have you ever hiked or backpacked in the snow, bro?
First time. There's always a first time for everything.
Is it tough?
It's
It's not as tough as Georgia Lake, right?
No.
What do you think? No.
We're like at 7. Right.
Just hiking in the snow just makes it like twice as hard. We've had to stop a bunch of times, but it's better than, you know, freaking passing out. Anyways, we're almost there. We're about to enter the forest area where Lake 1 is. We'll probably just go to Lake 2. We did see some hikers earlier that they said Lake 2 and 3 are almost covered in snow, so it really doesn't make a difference when it comes to the view. We'll most likely stay at Lake 2 and just relax. Can't wait to eat. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ that we made it to the sign that points to Lakes 1 through 3. From here, we're just like 10-15 minutes out. I don't sugarcoat anything on this channel. We made it to Lake numero uno, but it's covered in snow. We are here at lake number 1. It's frozen, it's white. I've only been here during the summertime and kind of fallish, where it's very just turquoise. There's a lot of water, but just to see it like this, amazing and majestic. Let's head on over to lake number 2. Okay, it is starting to get windy up here. The temperature is really going to drop. Now we're going to have to decide if we're going to set up our tent out in the open to experience a spectacular view, or if instead we'll be setting up kind of more down there, you know, where it's a little bit more covered by the trees. This is it here, bro. You can see how windy it is. Woo! This is where I camped last time. I set up my one-person tent right here. Woke up to a beautiful view. Right now, though, the lake is frozen. There's also space more down there where there's trees. Right now, George and I are going to talk it out and see what's our best option. If any of you want to see how this looks when the lake is turquoise, I'm going to put the link right here to my last video when I came, so you guys can check it out. The priority right now is to put our tents up in a safe location since it's super windy. Once you're done setting up your tent, you're going to want to put your sleeping pad in there. There are different sleeping pads that have a different R value. The smaller the R value, it's meant for like summertime, for warmer temperatures. The higher the R value, then it'll keep you warmer during the winter times and cold seasons. This is the Exped Ultra 5R. It's Ultra because it's one of their lightest versions. It's 5R, which means it's going to keep me warm. The ground tends to get cold at night. This prevents you from losing body heat. Yes, it's crucial to have a proper graded sleeping bag, but if you don't have a properly graded sleeping pad to go along with it, then it really doesn't work out. This one right here, I actually just bought at REI. Instead of having to blow air into it after a long hike, I'm going to show you how this one works. And there you have it. It's fully inflated, extra wide, so I can roll a little bit and sleep on my side. Now let me show you the sleeping bag. You want to always make sure that you pair a very good sleeping pad with your sleeping bag. This is the Hardware Bishop Pass 0 degree. I should be really warm at night. Another reason why you want to make sure that as soon as you get to your camping area, you want to set up everything quickly. You want to give your sleeping bag plenty of time to like fluffen up, because it's been crumbled up in the bag. So it has plenty of time to, to get back in shape, all the feathers to, regroup. Yeah, so that's very important. When it comes to headlamps and lighting options, I really love the Black Diamond brand, but this is 200 lumens. This will light up the inside of my tent. It has different settings for how bright you want it. I think if you put it at the brightest setting, it gives you 5 hours of non-stop light. And then if you put it at the first setting, which is 100 lumens, You get, I think, 8 or 9 hours. Pretty good. Another thing you have to know, never eat inside of your tent. Never eat near your tent. Always make sure that you eat away from your tent, just to make sure that the scent is away from your tent. That way, if a bear happens to come across the scent, it doesn't come charging at your tent. So don't ever eat inside of your tent. Don't store food in your side of your tent. No toothpaste or anything that has a scent. But everything from deodorants to toothpaste is going to go inside of the bear vault. And we're going to go and eat over there, prepare our food. That way, if we spill food or not, the scent stays over there and not near our sleeping grounds. All right, just took out the bear vault out of my backpack. We're honestly just going to pig out right now. We used up a lot of calories. It's going to be a little bit cold at night, maybe. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you go to bed on a full stomach. You want your body, your metabolism to be constantly working throughout the night to generate some heat and, you know, help keep you warm. Let's open up the goodies. We're going to make some coffee too. Here's a cookie, bro. For your coffee, man. We also brought our little cups. So the first thing we're going to do is make some coffee. I was going to save this for dinner time, but I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to spoil myself right now, man. Just eat it all. Oh yeah, one more thing that I highly recommend. You also take some electrolytes, especially once you arrive. I'm going to pour some water in here. Just pour a little bit of these Vital for You electrolytes just to replenish all the lost energy. I also carry some Ziploc bags inside of this bear canister to put all my trash, and I put it in here and I store it inside of the bear vault. Just more convenient, you know. All right, bottoms up. Oh man, yeah. It tastes really good. This is the Vital for You lemon natural flavor premium electrolyte mix. Right here, I have my coffee grinder, the coffee filter. We're going to start grinding out some beans while the water warms up for the first meal. Ooh, the water's ready. Because of the elevation that we're at, it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. I always bring a spork. Make sure to seal it up properly. It says carefully add the water, stir well, and zip pouch closed for 10 minutes, and then you open the pouch. So we're going to set a little 10-minute timer. Since we're at a higher altitude, I'm probably going to do it till 15 minutes just to add a little bit more of the time. Yeah, it's going to be a cold night. It's starting to get windier. It smells great, bro. Also, leave the link at the description of this video if you guys want to check it out, purchase it. Oh, it's hot, bro, too. Go climb a rock, guys. Go climb a rock. And no, I'm not sponsored by Death Wish Coffee. I just really love it. Man, the food is ready. All right, here we go. If you've ever been to like the Cheesecake Factory Olive Garden, it's comparable. Also on my Instagram, I did receive some more questions. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can, answering all the questions about gear, about what I pack, how I cook. And don't worry, I am going to answer that question about the restroom. George is really going to spoil us. He brought the bumblebee tuna salad. It comes in a little box. Oh wow, it's already prepared. And I guess you just apply it to a cracker. There it is. Let's see. Wow, I never knew that this existed. Bumblebee tuna salad. The time has come to go and store the bear vault somewhere away from our tents. Somewhere where people have not used it as a restroom. Okay. Ooh, it's getting a little cold. Time to change. Let's go. This is going to be your favorite tool, the shovel. Let's go look for a restroom. Follow me. Depending on how packed the area is, you're going to want to find a place, especially for the women. You want that extra privacy. Things that I look out for, support, right? So for instance, right here, if I was going to use a restroom because there's not a lot of campers, there's actually no one here, this would be an ideal spot. Why? Because I need to pop a squat. I don't want to be straining. So right here, rock on your right, a rock on your left. You have the support that you need. Boom! Drop it like it's hot. Honestly, I'm not even joking. This is probably the perfect spot only because you have plenty of support. Whichever location that you choose, it has to be at least, I think, 100 to 150 feet away from any water source or from the trail. This right here, I have the Garmin. It's at about, we're at about 160-ish feet away from the water source. So this would be the ideal spot. So I always dig a round hole. They also sell these bags, but it's a bag. You dig your hole, you put your bag right there, you drop your waste inside, you wrap the bag up. It comes with the second bag that, you know, traps in the odor so you won't be touching or smelling anything. So the first bag, you tie it up, you throw it in the second bag and you pack it out. That's the preferable choice. You pack in and pack out. That's peeing and pooping backcountry 101 etiquette. All right, let's go back to the campsite. What's your take right now, man, on this, this place?
First time being here, it's amazing. The hike was a little bit unexpected, but we made it. We're happy, and we're here.
All right, so right now we're just gonna go inside the tents and relax a little bit, rest. If the wind dies down, we might make some extra coffee, who knows. One thing that I almost forgot to mention that I also recommend for backpacking in cool, cold weather is a sleeping bag liner. This is the Sea to Summit Thermalite reactor, but it adds 25 degrees more to your sleeping bag. So if you don't like sleeping with extra clothes and stuff, this is a very, very, very good idea. It's super light. I always carry it with me everywhere I go. So you just throw this inside of your sleeping bag. It adds, you know, an extra layer to your sleeping bag. If you start to sweat, make sure to unzip it a little bit. It's not a good idea to be sweating. Another thing, make sure that you pack a first aid kit. So I always pack a little first aid kit with some ibuprofen, acetaminophen, you know, bandages. I'm going to try my best to cover as much as possible. The more you start backpacking, you're going to learn what you like, what you don't like. But I'm just going to share, you know, just a couple of must-dos and don'ts. Reporting now from inside of the tent. I always used to just wear normal socks until I got the Smart Wool. They sell the light, the medium and heavy. So since I was going to hike in the cold, I got the medium. What's great about this, if your foot sweats a lot or if it gets wet, it dries really fast. For sleeping, these are like the heavy duty ones. You can also hike in these, but they're specifically meant for just cold weather. When you're inside of your sleeping bag, you want to keep your head warm. If it's really cold and you're trying to stay warm, you're going to want to do this inside of your sleeping bag. Do not do it. You're going to create condensation inside. You're going to get wet from all the breathing, and that's actually going to make you colder. So never breathe inside of your sleeping bag. Preferably just wear a beanie. And then they sell these little like gaiters. I think I brought mine. That I bought as well. It's like a full headgear. Let me try it on right now. So it goes like this. So if it's a really cold night, you just wear this instead of your beanie and stuff. You know, you stay warm. Tonight I don't think I'm gonna be that cold, so I'll probably just switch over to my beanie. I'm just about ready. I am going to be wearing these tomorrow in the morning. I'm gonna put these inside of my sleeping bag just so they stay warm. That way when I wake up in the morning, they're not all freezing cold. That's about it for now. Just gonna get situated and take a little quick power nap, and I'll check in back later. If you're a backpacker, even if you're not a solar backpacker, I highly recommend that you get a Garmin inReach Explorer Plus. From this device, you can text. You can set your location to your family. If you run into trouble, it has an SOS. You can send text, you know, out because it works through satellite. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, especially with a bunch of stories of people getting lost and stranded or injured on a trail and they have no way of communication. I hope I covered enough today on the whole backpacking, things I do, things I don't do, and just some tips. Right now I'm just going to enjoy just being here and taking a little quick power nap. See you guys in a little bit. So yesterday I was supposed to take a nap turned into like almost a 10-hour nap. We were so exhausted from the hike that we just knocked out. Honestly, it felt amazing. Feel well rested. The sun's already popping out. Just the plan for today is mainly just relax, have some breakfast, see if we can go fishing, see if there's even any fish. The water levels are so low right now. Then I will also give you a fuller review on the sleeping pad and sleeping bag, and I really hope it's helpful for each and every one of you. All right, let me change, get ready, and head on out.
I slept like a king last night. It's been a while. It was windy, but...
Oh heck yeah, it got windy. Like, at what time was it? Like, early, right? At 10?
Yeah, it was early.
It was 10 o'clock. It was windy all through the night, up until like 6. It just came and went, but it was really windy. And right now, it's perfect. The sun's already out. I can't wait until it hits us. During the summertime, people are jumping off of that rock. Right now, it's super low. I'm saying to cook and make some coffee, we should grab more water, bro. Dude, I'm sure the water's freezing. It's cold! I have a little bit. It's really cold, bro. My hands are like freezing. I guess we'll filter this and then a little bit more. Cold water, quench your thirst. Okay, we're back at base camp. Now gonna go get the food, the bear vault, because we're hungry already. Bear vault.
Like your own owner, you know? In a light splitter.
I can say that this is my first official time just backpacking in this type of weather. I hope that this continues to inspire each and every one of you to get out of your comfort zone. I know that a lot of people do not go backpacking, especially by themselves, because of the fear of wildlife and whatnot. But if you take the proper precautions, you know, you decrease all those chances. The best part of all is that there's no cell service, so you're not on social media, you're not receiving texts or phone calls. You can just really focus on enjoying yourself and enjoying some peaceful time. For me, it's just another way of enjoying God's beauty, God's presence without any distractions. The only distraction you have is just the wind and the beautiful scenery. You know, you can't ask for more. So some quick comments on the sleeping pad I have, as well as the sleeping bag. Highly recommend it. The sleeping pad was super comfortable, kept me warm throughout the night. It just really helps maintain your body heat. That sleeping bag is worth every penny, as well as the sleeping pad. For all the gear I have and own, I will leave links at the description of this video in case you want to check it out or purchase some. Couldn't be more happy with everything. 10 out of 10. Another thing that people have been asking me about is how do you stay clean, especially if you're doing a strenuous hike and you're all sweaty. How do you brush your teeth? Well, let's first start with the wipes. They do sell a lot of brands, so you're gonna just want to try a couple and find the one that's best for you. For instance, my friend George also uses these right here by Duke Cannon, cold showers for the face and body. They also sell at REI. They're called Clean Life. You can use these just as a shower. You don't need to rinse off or anything. Get the wipe and wipe yourself down. Ugh. Those are the bath wipes. Now for the toothbrush, shampoo, and deodorant, I always carry a small Ziploc bag. And then they also sell this, it's called like a wilderness soap / shampoo. It's from Sea to Summit. It's called Wilderness Wash. It's a multi-purpose and it's also good for the environment. The toothbrush, it took me some time to actually discover this one. It's by Tube, it's T-O-O-B. They also sell it at REI, I'm sure at other stores. You uncover the first part, that's your little toothbrush. And then you pull the other one, that's your toothpaste. You just, unscrew it, put it on your toothbrush. The cool thing about this one is that you can keep on refilling it as needed with your favorite toothpaste. At REI, they do sell the replacements, so you just take this off, change it, and you have a brand new toothbrush. They also sell some toilet paper in small packages like this. You can find these at any camping store. I really hope that this vlog helped you with any questions you had. If you have any more questions, go follow me on my Instagram. It's @QuestRunner. DM me some comments, or you can also check out my website. It's questrunnerchannel.com. You can send me a notification or an email. That's practically the end of the vlog. We are just going to enjoy the rest of the day. It's 10 o'clock. Enjoy the views, take some pictures. I also want to give a special shout out to one of my sponsors, Vital For You. They always supply me with all the electrolyte mix that I use on my running, on my backpacking adventures and whatnot. I will leave the link at the description of this video. They have multivitamins. They have everything, honestly, that I need. So huge shout out to Vital For You. And this is the end of the vlog. Thank you all for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Don't forget to keep on supporting the channel by hitting the thumbs up button, the notification bell, dropping some comments, and subscribing to support the channel. Like always, catch you all on the next one.